live! Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I've realized we've gotten into this very bad habit of not introducing ourselves. So now, even though this is the fourth episode, we should start doing that. Hi, I'm your main host, Jamie Runa. Welcome. Your turns.
Well, I'm Capuccio. Not really much else to say about that. A weird guy from Denmark.
And I am
Yeah.
Frozzty, also known as Frozzle, as Jamie Runa will call me during the show.
I always call you Frozzle.
I have still many nicknames from you. God damn it.
Not really. Frosty, Frozzle,
Frost.
Frost. I think the list ends there. But Capuccio has quite a few.
You just can it.
Caponer!
I hate you.
Why do you
Kabo!
hate that name? It is such an awesome name. I mean,
I hate it.
why? What is wrong with you? You just hate things that are awesome. That is your problem. God, I wonder why you have such a problem with me.
I actually don't hate you.
Oh, that's sweet. But you don't have to sugarcoat it just because we might have an audience.
I'm not sugarcoating it.
Frosty, you're oddly quiet. Do you know that? It's kind of worrisome.
I'm stuck in an RP right now.
Why are you in an RP? Ah!
I cancelled the one I was in.
Nerd!
I
No, I'm
cancelled the
not
one I
actually
was
in it. I am teaching. So I'm sort of,
Just send them the link to this and then just be like, we can continue this when done here. Just.
I did. So,
Oh, we have a viewer! Yay!
Okay.
no, they're gone.
Well,
Okay,
shall
so this
get
week
started?
we watched the manga Ratman.
Read the manga
I said
right
that
now.
one deliberately. Yes, we read the manga. Gosh, telling me what to say. Who's telling me what to say? So we read the first 18 chapters of Ratman. At least Frosty and I did, but I actually read a bit to like 24 because I was like, oh, it's so good! And I kept reading, and then it was just like, no, you have to stop. You have to stop, otherwise you're gonna spoil. You're gonna spoil. So then I stopped. And then Capuccio only read like what, the first 3 chapters?
No, I actually think I read 7.
Yeah, something. That's nearly half, nearly 2 chapters short.
I don't care. I read enough and I was busy. Had a lot of stuff going on.
It's okay, I understand that you needed to clean out your porn collection.
I actually don't have one. I'm not stupid enough to have one.
Aha! Why are you... what? But you live alone. What has your stupidity got to do with it?
What?
You can't lie to me. I know you're a teenage boy. Or at least you used to be.
I used to be, yeah. I'm 20 now, so...
Technically, you're still a teenager until you're 21. So technically, you're still a teenage boy who would have a porn collection. There!
Actually, no, you're a
Owned,
teenager
audited.
when your age is in the teens, which ends at 19.
Tell that to every country that's had you only become a major when you're 21.
Yeah,
there.
in what country?
It used to be here, but now it's when you're 18.
Yeah, so it is here. So... Can it?
Ah.
Okay, shall we try and get started? Jordan, do you want to give the, well, synopsis, summary of what it is?
What's his name again? I read it like a week ago and I was like, I don't need to go look at it again. Hold on.
Shoto.
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 Mate, onegaishimasu. Just give me a second so I can just go find a synopsis. And then if I find a spoiler, I won't reread the spoilery parts. As you can see, perfectly organized as always. Ratman.
Meet
Don't you
Shoto.
dare take this from me! Don't you dare take this from me! Ah! Wait. Meet Shoto. He's a bit vertically challenged. He also wants to be a hero. But guess what? Midgets can't be heroes. Ha! So he becomes a villain instead. Sort of. Not really. Wait a minute. Why is he so heroic if he's supposed to be the bad guy? And what about the so-called good guys? Why are they so evil? Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
This is an ongoing manga that is currently on 55 chapters. It is quite good in my opinion. What about you, my dear co-hosts?
To be honest, I found it kind of like a cheesy hero story, but I definitely love it. So good.
Well, I find it to be a strange mix of both serious story and goofy humor.
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 You humor me.
Humor, whatever.
I like so much humor.
I'm not in school, I'm not obligated to speak perfect English.
You are not allowed to use that. Do you know how many times you've gotten on me for the way I've said things? You, of all people, are not allowed to say that.
You're a native, I'm not. So...
I'm a native to what? I'm in Africa. Technically, for all you know, I'm black.
I look at you right now, you're not black.
How do you know? I could be an albino.
You're a native English speaker.
I could be an albino. For all you know, I could have grown up in a Ozai house.
If you're an albino, then why do you have somewhat tan skin? If you're an albino, then why do you have somewhat tan skin? You shouldn't be able to. You have no pigment in your skin.
Actually, technically, it's yellow. So there.
So you admit that there's pigment in your skin?
Oh, shut up,
You're
Let's move on. Frozzty, what did you think of it?
What, the manga in whole?
Give us your as a whole opinion, spoiler free for now. I'll chase them away when we get to spoilers.
Well, I'm gonna do it short. The manga's take on this whole hero thing is different, funny, and there's something goofy about it that makes me love it. It's definitely one I can recommend if you want to try something new than the regular hero stuff. It has something different, to be honest. There's this little thing.
This little sparkle.
Yeah. And it's so good. The hero form he has is brilliant.
I know, right? It's just like, oh, looks so
the
good.
mad stage.
That's a spoiler.
Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not, because his hero form is on the friggin' cover. You can't call that a spoiler. You can't. You just can't.
Shh.
Okay, Capucci, your turn.
Well, as I said before, I think it is a strange mix of both serious and a sort of goofy humor. Yeah, it's one of the things I noticed was that. Well, I guess you could say that it's very sort of characteristic standard in its drawing style. It's something you see a lot of places when it isn't really a combat manga, but still has a sort of serious edge to it. It doesn't actually seem to be one I would say is a sort of battle manga, which it actually is at some point.
In some points it is, but like the battle isn't so much the focus most of the time.
The focus is more of the just entirely style-wise, and when it comes to style alone, I would actually say it looks more like a romance, the way it's drawn.
It kind of does, but at the same time, like the fluidity when it comes to the combat just makes all the difference. It's like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. I think one of his strong points, though, is, it's clean, I guess I'd say. I'm just looking through a couple of chapters and I notice there are a lot of times where there actually isn't any background.
But I've noticed that with like a lot of different mangas as well. Like sometimes when I've read One Piece and Fairy Tail, I've noticed that there are panes with no background.
Yeah, it's Well, I guess they use it to draw more attention to the characters and what they do.
Mm.
It also allows them to put more effort into the expressions. Well, just put much more effort into the characters themselves. And
Frosty, put
considering
down that
that,
RP chat right now. Do you hear me?
I'm not even writing.
You were just now. I could hear you. And then I saw your face change. You read something. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
yeah, and considering that one of the characters is actually, well, a sort of girl with a stone mask, it's kind of needed for them to spend a lot of time to actually make her expressions, her emotions noticeable in the way she acts. They're very subtle, but they're still, yeah, subtle, whatever. But they're still easy enough to notice.
Mm.
And did I mention that the Jackays? They're hilarious.
The Jackies are amazing. I love the Jackies.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jackies just made my day. Every time I saw them, I was like, ah!
Yeah,
They're like the equivalent, almost, of the Despicable Me minions. They're just not cute. Well, not like that. Anyway, they're kind of cute, but in a sort of weird way.
To be honest, the Jackies are my favorites. Period.
Amen.
Speaking of Jackies, virtual superheroes.
Oh. Oh God.
To anyone listening, chapter 5, you'll see them.
And you will laugh and go, no.
I certainly did.
Oh my goodness gracious. I also like the world that it's like set in. I think now we can say that things are gonna get kind of spoilers, so if you don't want to hear anymore, you shouldn't watch anymore until you've read it. But if you're okay with hearing about it, it's fine.
I think I can say something about that isn't really spoilerish, but still explains the setting.
Go for it.
It's a sort of futuristic Japan where technology has, well, accelerated, allowing them to make gadgets that enhances one's physical capabilities quite a lot.
So essentially, everyone becomes Batman.
Yep.
Yeah, just without all the training needed. They don't really train nearly as much, but
actually, when you read a little bit further on, okay, that might be the spoilerish. You'll see some training somewhere with something.
Yeah, there is training, but training to actually achieve their physical strength, endurance, agility. They don't really need that. They have the gadgets for that.
That's kind of true.
But then again, there's also the problem of it draining a hell of a lot of energy. So they get very, very hungry after they...
Well, at least Ratman does.
Yeah. Everyone does, if they have, because it's only really natural.
It only really happens so much with Ratman because of how intense the actual change is. Because he goes from being a little chibico to actually becoming like a fully grown man sort of size. Not to mention the fact that all of his muscles are enhanced like 10 times. It's ridiculous.
So basically they go from Jordan to The Rock.
Yeah!
Oh, it's way in the right sense.
Yeah. That's a good comparison. It's a good comparison right there.
So you admit that you're a small, weenie, and weak.
I wish I was small, but I am still a weenie and weak.
Yeah.
I am 175 centimeters tall. Thank you very much.
I'm
How tall are you,
178.
You see? So if I'm a chibico, what does that make you? Since you're a Viking man, huh? You're a Viking man. You're supposed to be bigger than that. So don't you give me any bullshits.
I'm actually standard height.
Maybe at the dwarf circus.
You have to be 150 or smaller to be a dwarf.
Not in Denmark.
Yes, you
or
do.
anywhere else that's Scandinavian where people are freaking ginormous. Frosty, how tall are you?
175.
Yeah, we're the same height! Ah!
Midgets.
Hey! At least we're proud to be midgets. You're in denial. Such denial, Capuccio. I am disappointed.
And to think of, just a little fun note, when I was younger, I was the tallest one in class, so
Me
I
too.
wasn't a midget all the time. I was a giant too.
I was fully grown by the time I was 11 years old. It was kind of rough. Capuccio, I will come over there and I will own your ass. I will capone you. I will capone you.
I'm gonna capone your ass.
I wish someone would come and give me seconds of my Coke, because now I finished my Coke.
I don't have any left.
I do, but I don't feel like going down a third.
So lazy.
Actually, I think I have a little one. I think... Yeah, in 1 hour and 10 minutes the grocery store will be closed. Then I can't get any.
Broadcast or Coke? Broadcast or Coke? Just drink water, damn it.
Nah, I'll drink tea.
Tea is good. But the question is, you know what? We need to stop derailing.
Yeah.
Characters! Frosty, go!
Shoto.
Do I have to pick one?
Shoto.
Well,
just start with Shoto.
Just start with Shoto. Do you like the characters? Do you like their development? Do you have a favorite character? Do you like the direction that they look like they're going in? Do you think they'll continue to go in that direction? What do you think is going to happen?
Easy now. Well, Shoto, he's not a fail. I guess he's alright in my eyes. What I do like about him mostly is his the way he progresses. He starts to realize things, he learns things. I like that development he goes through.
I like that he's waking up to the fact that not every hero is a hero.
That's
yeah, actually, I gotta say that's probably one of my favorite parts as well.
The guy, what's his name? The cocky guy, Kaiser
Kaiser or something. And Kaiser.
Yeah, I hate him.
I hate him so much. I would have rammed my fist into his face, but then I realized I'd hurt my iPad.
What the hell is her name?
Are we talking about the short girl who's the daughter of the president of the Heroes Association, or the blonde? I'm assuming she's blonde chick.
The hot blonde, yeah.
The hot blonde. Okay, so the older sister.
No, the young sister. The older sister is a bit too...
busty for you?
Actually, no. She's just a bit too annoying.
I am so interested to see what the story behind their family is and why they're out for revenge, because that's so obviously what they're doing, because they're too nice to be genuinely evil.
Yeah, well, from what I've already seen, it's glaringly obvious what their actual what their goal is.
You mean that in the revenge sense, right?
It isn't so much revenge as it seems to just be major spoiler here, just my theory. I think their general goal is just to expose the Hero Association for what it is. It isn't the Hero Association with tons of good guys. It's a bunch of greedy
culprits.
beepheads. Greedy beepheads. A lot of them just wants money, as we see with that A rank guy that we meet in the end of chapter 2.
Was that Ankaiser?
Yeah, Ankaiser.
If I got his name right, I'll be so impressed with myself.
You did.
Yes! +1 for this Otaku.
Yeah, and he's an A rank, the highest rank there is of heroes.
Or
and
so you
he's,
think.
as far as I know,
Oh!
whatever the case, he is, well, the worst of the worst when it comes to the heroes. He wants the money, he wants the adoration,
And the
and,
fame.
and the fame. He actually doesn't care about being a hero. He only cares about what comes along with it.
Hmm. Sorry, my leg is itchy.
Don't worry.
Okay, who has a favorite? And you're allowed to choose the Jackies. I'm just saying.
Am I allowed to choose them?
You're allowed to choose them, but if she chooses them, you gotta pick someone else.
The
Capuccio.
blonde girl.
I'm gonna go with the Jackies.
Capuccio, your expression when you said that was so creepy. You're like, the blonde girl.
The blonde girl, definitely the blonde one.
But I don't know why. I just like that sort of character. It's one of the reasons why Tachibana Kanade is my favorite in Angel Beats.
Oh,
Yeah. Now
feels for another time, Capuccio.
think of the ending.
Oh,
happens when
Capuccio,
they-
no! Feels for another time. Feels
Okay.
for another time. Do not make me come through the screen.
Fade away one by one until the only one left is Otanashi.
Hey, spoilers. Spoilers of a completely different thing.
It's part of the outro, not even the anime itself, so it's not a spoiler.
I'm so angry right now. Why can't I punch you?
Because we're like 2,000 miles apart. You're not a Luffy. And even he can't reach that far. You're not.
How do you know? How do you know? Has he even tried? He hasn't even tried. So how would he know? How would you know? Ah.
You're getting derailed.
It's because you're derailing me. Because you made me feel so much. Why would you bring up Angel Bees right now? It's so rude. Speaking of feels, have you ever watched Clanhead? I'm just gonna put it out there.
Nope.
Watch what?
You suck! You suck so hard!
What?
You need to watch Clanhead and Clanhead After Dark. Ah!
I have
Yes,
watched
Frozzty.
one episode.
You suck! You both suck! Ah! Okay, back to Ratman. I'm shaking my computer! I'm shaking my whole desk! Ah! Okay, I need to calm down. Back to Ratman.
Sorry.
My favorite character. My favorite character is the grandpa. I always love the like, older guy characters.
He's
It's
just freaking weird. Method.
Oh fuck!
Let's wait for her to get back.
Just gonna wait here patiently.
We're just wasting everyone's time here, aren't we?
Oh well. Why did she disconnect? Wait, maybe Google is a bitch again. This is. I don't know. Should we keep talking or should we wait for her?
I think we should just wait for the time being. She can always edit this out. For the people
True.
in the live stream, sorry.
Yeah, technical difficulties on her end. You're just sitting here looking at goons.
Yeah.
Why did she disconnect? Why did she have to? And maybe it's because of the type of internet she uses. Hmm.
Okay, it seems like we'll have to stop temporarily.
Right.
I think we'll be back in a moment.